Judge, there's going to be an interpreter on Pantoja and Yanis.
Okay.
Let me confirm who it is.
Sounds good. Just need Stephen to log on and we can get started.
All the interpreters are busy right now, Judge, so I don't know who it's going to be.
Okay, that's fine. There's Stephen Lacey. So we can get started with, good morning, Annex. May I have Jose Cervantes, please?
Yes, Your Honor, please come.
Thank you. Court calls the case of the State of Texas versus Jose Cervantes, cause number 2024-0C03024. We're here for a second pretrial on Mr. Cervantes. What says the state
Stephen Lucy on behalf of the state of Texas. We're ready to proceed.
and the defense?
We're ready to proceed, Your Honor.
All right, we do need a waiver of arraignment from you, Mr. Trochet?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you have a recommendation, Stephen?
Yes, Your Honor. The recommendation for the felony is a 9-month state jail, and with the plea to that, the state will dismiss the misdemeanor.
All right, do you know what you're doing, Mr. Trochet?
Yes, Your Honor. There's also an additional pre-file, brand new case. So he's got not only the felony that the prosecutor is referring to, but he's got another one that's in pre-file. I'm going to go and see my client today, Your Honor, and I'm going to let him know that. And I don't know if you had an opportunity to look at the pre-file case.
I've requested for intake to file the case. Your client has 67 days in jail from what I see, so I think they have about 20 something days to file it, or else he'll get released on that charge.
Right.
What charge is that?
It's a unauthorized use of vehicle.
All right. I see you have a final hearing on the felony October 31st. So I guess we will set this matter for trial unless we hear back from you that you want to take a plea on it, or you're
Right.
taking a plea on the felony and this is getting dismissed.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Your Honor. I'll go see, make sure my client knows about everything, and then we'll proceed from there.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Have you excused, Judge?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
May I have Eric Ramirez?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Está firme, bro. Thank you,
Good morning, Mr. Bowie.
Ramirez?
Hello, Judge.
We're getting your client now.
Okay.
No, no,
His court calls a case of the state of Texas versus Eric Ramirez, 2024-0C0 3863 and 2024-0C0 3866. We're here for a pretrial. What says the state
Stephen Lucy on behalf of the state of Texas, ready to proceed?
and the defense?
Mr. Bouilly here for Mr. Ramirez. We're ready, Judge.
Do you have a recommendation, Stephen?
Yes, Your Honor, the state has reached an agreement with the defense. We are going to be asking for a plea hearing next week. I just need to send the plea papers, but it's going to be a 1-day credit for time served for the criminal mischief because he's not booked currently on that misdemeanor, and then 122 days credit for time served on the criminal trespass case.
Okay, then send off the paperwork and get him signed up and we'll put him on the docket.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. If you have nothing further, Tristan, you may be excused.
Thank you, Judge. And Mr. Lucy, I'm scheduled to meet with Mr. Ramirez this afternoon. I don't know if it's possible to get the plea papers in that period of time, but either
Okay.
way.
Okay, I'll send them as soon as I can. Hopefully I can send them right now.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you. And Mr. Ramirez, I'll see you this afternoon.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Acosta, we're just waiting for the interpreter.
Okay, Your Honor. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Downtown, who is this?
I have Mr. Arias Eric and
Okay.
Esquivel Omar.
All right, I'm just waiting for lawyers.
Okay.
The public defender's not on here yet. Would you give them a call?
Yes, ma'am.
There she is. Let me have Mr. Arias, please. Good morning, Miss Ali.
Sit down.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Sit down.
Court calls a case of the state of Texas versus Eric Arias, 2024-0C0 6634. We're here for a pretrial. We do need a waiver of arraignment from you, Miss Ali.
Yes,
What
ma'am.
does the state?
Stephen Lucy on behalf of the state of Texas, ready to proceed?
And the defense?
Nadia Ali on behalf of Mr. Arias, ready to proceed, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Arias is not booked on the AFV. He's only booked on a case from Bexar County. So do you have a recommendation, Stephen?
Yes, Your Honor, the current recommendation is 2 days credit for time served. I believe that's the credit he has before he was granted the PR bond.
All right. Miss Ali, what are you doing on this case?
Yes, Your Honor. We are not going to take that offer as of now. We're working on possibly obtaining a non-pros for this case. And as soon as I have that, I'm happy to turn that over to the prosecution.
Okay, then let's set the second pretrial, maybe 3 weeks out. And let's hope Bexar County doesn't pick them up.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. May I have Mr. Esquivel, please? Court calls the cases of the state of Texas versus Omar Esquivel, cause numbers 2023-0C06179 and 2023-0C08958. We're here for a bond reduction. What says the state
Stephen Lucy, on behalf of the state of Texas, we're ready to proceed.
and the defense?
Nadia Lee, on behalf of Mr. Esquivel, ready to proceed, Your Honor.
You are Omar Esquivel.
Yes, Your Honor.
Raise your right hand, sir.
Yes,
Swear
ma'am.
or affirm testimony you may give in this matter be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Eras. What do you
Good
have? Mr.
morning.
Ali?
Good morning. I'm not sure if the court can hear me. Good morning.
Yes, we heard you. Thank you. Miss Ali?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Lucy and I have come to an agreement on this case. We're just waiting on plea paperwork. I don't know if Mr. Lucy would be in agreement to let my client out on bond and then go through with the plea. If not, then we're just waiting on the paperwork to have the plea hearing, hopefully next week.
Okay, does that include the DWI second?
Yes, Your Honor, it does.
All right.
Yes, Your Honor, the DWI second is currently still a P file. Intake has about 8 days to file it. I've requested them to file it as soon as possible. They're putting it on a fast track because of the time.
Mhm.
And yes, they're pending. They said they were pending labs, but they're going to work on it as soon as possible.
Okay, so are you agreeing to let him out on a bond, or you want to wait until he gets signed up?
Because the state has been so late in filing this case, we won't object to the granting of a PR bond at this time, Your Honor.
Okay, so tell me why I should let him out on a bond, Miss Ali.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Esquivel is from here. He was born and raised here, has lived here his entire life. All of his family is here. He is the primary caretaker for his mom, Luz Esquivel, who relies on him for mostly everything. He has no money to post for bond. He's currently receiving no benefits. So we would like to get him back out there, take care of this case, and also have him taking care of his mom again.
I want to work.
Mr. Esquivel, I will do the talking.
Sorry about-
Actually, today it was scheduled for pre-revo, not a bond hearing, so I haven't checked his rap sheet and all. So we will just do the pre-revos today, and then if we need to, we can do a bond hearing next week.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have anything further, Miss Ali?
No, Your Honor, I do not.
Okay, then you can be excused
Thank you, Your Honor. I will see you all later.
this afternoon.
Yes, I will see you all this afternoon. Bye-bye. Oh, actually, Your Honor, I am here on one more, which is Mr. Pantoja.
All right, waiting for an interpreter for that one.
Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Parra.
Good morning, Your Honor.
May I have Chance Guzman, please?
Yes, that's it, bueno, espera. Me regresa porque tú, acabo de, entonces, van a enseñar a él,
Hello, I'm calling in court. I'll call you back.
pues usted se pone en Spanish,
Interpretation
Court calls cases State of Texas versus Chance Guzman.
Your Honor.
24. Yes,
Pardon the interruption, Judge. That's not Mr. Guzman.
that's not.
Annex.
Annex,
No, that's
Sorry about that, Your Honor. That's Yanez. Guzman's coming up.
we're not ready for him yet. We don't have an interpreter. All right. Court calls the case of the State of Texas versus Chance Guzman, 2024-0C03171. We're here for a pretrial. What says the state
Stephen Lucy on behalf of the state of Texas, we're ready to proceed.
and the defense?
Also ready, Your Honor.
All right, we do need a waiver of arraignment from you, Mr. Parra, and it appears your client is not booked on our misdemeanor.
Oh.
What's the recommendation, Stephen?
Your Honor, I've attempted to get a global recommendation from the felony prosecutor, but I have not heard back. So the current recommendation for this case would be credit for time served, which I'm not sure at this time how many days he has credit for, but the recommendation would be credit for time served.
All right, can you tell me anything, Mr. Parra?
Your Honor, there had been a probation recommendation on the table until Mr. Guzman picked up the latest case, Judge, and since then, there hasn't been an official offer extended, but the state did mention it was going to be TDC, Judge. We're just waiting on clarification as to what offer that is. We are set for court again, I believe, the 26th.
Of this month?
October, Your Honor, I'm sorry.
October, okay. So let's set another pretrial after October. It's actually the 24th.
Oh, thank you, Your Honor.
And then, so we'll see where we're at that time.
Understood, Judge. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. If
Thank
you
you.
have nothing further, you can be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank
Lucy.
you. Downtown, may I have Rebecca Gonzalez, please? Downtown, we're Annex, we're just waiting for an interpreter to finish up with you.
Yes, Your Honor. No problem.
Thank you.
I also have Mr. Pantoja, so you want me to wait on that one?
Yeah, we don't have an interpreter for him.
Yes, ma'am.
And Travis Morgan is going to be reset. His lawyer had an emergency this morning. So can I have Rebecca Gonzalez? Great. Good morning, Mr. Munoz.
Good morning, Your Honor. What's going on?
Not much, just waiting on people. The story of my life.
That's the story of my life too.
Yeah,
Everybody says, be punctual. What for?
right?
I'm just being a little bit on the other side today. Been waiting too long on Zooms this morning.
Yeah. We'll get your time on here and we'll see what we're gonna do.
Okay. The child support except $80,000.
It doesn't.
All right, court calls the case of the state of Texas versus Rebecca Gonzalez, 2024-0C03865. What says the state
Steve Lucy on behalf of the state of Texas, we're ready to proceed.
and the defense?
Max Daniel Munoz on behalf of Rebecca Gonzalez, ready to proceed as well, Your Honor.
You are Rebecca Gonzalez.
Yes, I am, Judge.
Raise your right hand.
Yes, ma'am.
Solemnly swear firm testimony you may give in this matter be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you
Yes.
God.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, what do you have, Mr. Munoz?
Okay, Your Honor, Ms. Gonzalez, last time I talked to her was on, let me see. Was on July the 1st of this year, Your Honor, and that was to sign some plea papers on this case. And then we had some other courts and she
Where'd
failed to appear.
Failed to show up, yes.
And I believe the offer is still the same. I don't think that they have taken back the offer. But she does, I mean, if we plead with that could take care of this case, she does have a felony under the 168 2024 ODO 4070. And I did not know that she had been arrested again. She still has a PR bond on that one. So the only one that she was arrested in was on this one. She was supposed to when last time that we did a PR bond, she was supposed to reside at one of the centers. I can't remember which center. And come and see me. She did not come and see me.
Okay, is she still interested in pleading?
Yes.
Mr. Lucy, is the recommendation still the same?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, then why don't you get those plea papers signed and back to the court, Mr. Munoz, and we will.
I already have them signed, Judge, and I believe I did email them to the court, Judge. But if not, I can email them again.
Do we have those?
Double checking, Judge.
All right.
Nothing is coming up in my email. Mr. Munoz, could you send them over again, please?
I will send them right away. Okay?
Right. Once we get those, we will schedule her for a plea next week.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. If you
May I
have
be
nothing
excused?
further, you may be excused.
Thank you.
Would somebody check on the interpreter?
Yes, ma'am. I asked for an update and they said they still don't have anybody.
Okay.
Your Honor,
Yes.
I'm okay with resetting this one with Mr. Pantoja. I'm working with Mr. Velarde on it. Mr. Velarde has assigned the felonies.
Okay.
Misdemeanor, Mr. Velarde and I have already been in contact about this one, and he's going to wrap it up with the felonies.
All right. The problem is I don't want him sitting in jail on the misdemeanor much longer.
I agree.
Do you know when he's gonna take care of it?
I do not. I don't think they've had a setting in the felony one yet, but
And the next setting is not until December.
right. So I was wondering if we could reset this for next week. I could hopefully get in contact with Mr. Velarde by then. I'll call him, and then if not, I'm happy to go forward with the bond hearing, and I think we should.
Well, no, there's no point in doing a bond hearing. He has an ICE hold.
Yes.
Do you have the recommendation, Stephen?
Your Honor, I missed the defendant's name. What is his name?
Pantoja.
Pantoja.
Ismael.
Yes, Your Honor, the current recommendation for the felony, from what I see, is 5 years TDC, probated for 4 years probation. And with that, the state will dismiss this misdemeanor.
Okay. If you can relay that information to Mr. Velarde and see what his client wants to do, Miss Ali.
Yes, Your
And
Honor.
then get back to us. If he's gonna take it, then we'll just wait. If he's not going to take it, then we can schedule this for another pretrial.
Yes, Your Honor, and I am relaying that information to him.
All right, thank you. And if you have nothing further, you may be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll
And
see you all.
downtown with that, I believe that's all you have, so you may be excused as well.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ms. Acosta?
Good morning. We could do the same. I do have a scheduled call with him, because we did have court in his, felony case yesterday. And I can convey that to him. We would just need more time, of course, to the court's discretion, Judge. I do know we have docket call on December 12th.
Yes,
For this case.
please.
If I could just tell him right now to expect a call from me where I can let him know what's going on, just so he's not.
What's happening on the felony?
So, the felony, we had discovery compliance hearing. And then we're gonna have a settlement conference in a month. And then after that, if we do get an offer that Mr. Yanez is willing to accept, we would set it for a plea, and if not, then we go through a final hearing, Your Honor.
Okay, do you have a recommendation, Stephen?
Yes, Your Honor, the current recommendation is a dismissal for this case if the defendant pleads to 8 TDC on the felonies.
8 TDC. Okay. Annex, may I have Mr. Yanez, please?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, since we already have it set for trial, then if you'll just get back to us if you want to plead. And you can go ahead and tell him to expect that call.
Iris, esta es toda otra audiencia del crimen chiquito, ¿ok? Y tengo una llamada, donde te voy a hablar y te voy a decir todo lo que sucedió hoy y ayer, ¿ok? ¿Sí?
Sí.
Okay, gracias.
All right. Thank you, Annex. You may be excused. Thank you, Ms. Acosta.
Thank you. You'll have a good day. I'll see you this afternoon.
All right. Everybody have a good day. We'll see you